Welcome back to Every Which Way, a Monster of the Week podcast where 3 residents of Which Way, Wisconsin become monster hunters to save their town. I'm Aiden, and I'll be the keeper.
I'm Sam. I play Ian.
I'm Noah, and I play Max.
I'm Jared, and I play Harvester.
I'm Gio, and can I officially say my character's name now?
Yeah.
I play the third eye.
Ah, I get it now.
Because you poked it.
I poked it.
But Sam also has a third eye now.
I don't know that.
It's
I
It's
just
not
don't.
a real
It's a
one.
different third eye.
It's like the third eye that Gio makes is like on the forehead, but the third eye that Ian makes is like on the nose.
It's a clown
Yes.
nose. Eyeball clown nose.
That or chin.
Every time you sniffle with, I don't even know why you gave me the mic for this. I was just talking to Noah, and now we're here.
Dude, it's a banger.
It's a podcast. Everything you say has to be recorded.
Every which
Which way?
Yeah. All right, let's get into this.
When can I shoot Max's dad?
Really, any time.
So,
Max gave you a blessing to shoot his dad.
in the last episode, you guys went into Sophie's memory and found out it was a loop of her trauma and her regret, and then you undid it. You cured her. And then you exited the loop and she was unpossessed. And then you went to Max's dad and entered his memory. And in that memory, you saw, I keep saying Ian for some reason, Max's dad and Max's mom, or unnamed woman. We all know it's Max's mom. And then Max's dad said, "This time I'm going to save her." And then you heard a noise and the episode ended there. So
No. What was Max doing now?
Yeah, come on. What was Max
You
doing?
forgot like a whole other half of last episode.
Max yelled at the third eye, drove somewhere else to Max's dad's house, yelled at the third eye, poked the third eye.
Hey, don't forget, I abducted Harvester, broke Sophie.
Yep. You're right. I'm sorry. Max
did a lot.
abducted Harvester, slammed a door on Sophie's knees, and then when we left off, Max was driving to Ian's dorm to go abduct Ian as well.
And then the sheriff also has 2 guns in his mouth.
Yeah,
The sheriff does have 2 guns in his mouth right now.
That's step 3.
Do my holds from my read a bad situation carry over?
Yes.
Or no? I think I had 2.
Yes.
Okay.
You did.
I remember because you asked that at the end of the last episode.
You did.
Okay.
With that, we're going to pick back up in the memory of Max's dad and mom. Do you guys do anything right away?
I read a bad situation.
Jared, hold on 1 minute.
Okay. Oh, you have a premonition, I think, right?
No, I just said I had 2.
Oh, my bad. Oh.
There was no gap between those moments.
There was 0.
even finish talking about the whole You wanted energy.
All around.
Energy.
Can I consult with Harvester on which situation I should read?
Oh, of course.
What question should I ask, do you think?
For investigate a mystery?
For read a bad situation.
Ooh, let me see.
In character. What question should I ask from the list?
Best way to protect the victims.
That's what I was thinking.
Because we're so smart.
Well, there's my question. What's the best way to protect the victims?
We just see woods and then darkness and then
And then
Bill
the
and
stomp.
unnamed woman with our flashlights, right?
We hear the stomping.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it goes fee, fi, fo, fum.
Yep.
You're going to chat GPT a monster?
No, it's not that. It's like, what's when Sam always picks the question that's, how do I just do the thing? So,
It's on the list.
it is on the list. It's just makes it the worst.
We're just playing the game, bro.
You could stop the monster.
What is the monster?
Or
Okay.
you could try to find a way to get them out of the woods before the monster shows up. So in the same way that you tried to corral the kids out of the funhouse mirror
maze, yeah.
You could try to get both of them out, but remember, they can't see you.
Yep. I kind of want to. I'll say this in character. I'll let you know that I kind of want to see how Bill remembers Max's unnamed woman dying. And we know that we reset. We should reset.
So
I kind of want to play it out because we gotta figure out the scenario first, you know? So I'm going to say, Ian, do you see that over there?
Yeah, that's Max's dad, right?
I think so. Can you see the light we're flashing or no?
No.
Okay. I'm flashing my light on him and I go, he's not reacting to anything. I don't think he can see us.
Yeah, they didn't see us in the other one, so I assume they can't see us here.
All right. Perfect. And then I would like to imagine that monster or something is getting closer.
Are you also good with just watching?
Well, I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Harvester, what do you want to do now that we're...
I think we should just watch.
I don't know. I think that this was a...
Well, we don't know how to help yet, do we?
I know, but still, I don't know if I want to watch this. This is Max's dad and mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. This could be brutal.
I don't know how to help until I see what's coming. It's dark outside.
Okay, well, you watch. I'll keep an eye out
Can
for
you
other...
try and fly?
Harvester, I'm afraid of heights.
No. Are you canonically afraid of heights now? I have to write this down.
I could go 3 feet up, and that's it.
Ian afraid of heights.
Is that
He
like
always brings flying back.
is that like 3 feet off the ground or 3 feet from top of head?
Off the ground, his feet.
All right, if you're gonna turn around, I'll watch.
Okay.
Let's watch.
You hear more stomping, and then out from the trees comes a large, like round.
Is it a gelatinous cube?
It's
A
not
gelatinous sphere?
It's not a gelatinous sphere. It's a solid sphere
Oh,
with
wow.
legs.
Oh, no. That is incredibly
it's like
terrifying.
Dr. Eggman.
Is it an angel?
What? Oh.
Did an angel come to like...
Well, it looks almost like it's completely black. Like, you know, what's it called? Like Vanta black or something?
Yes.
Yep.
That's like truly
Yeah,
black.
it's truly
where
black, yeah.
It looks like you're staring just into an abyss.
Yeah.
And it's not like the angel that's just like a billion eyes.
Yeah.
But there are like 4 eyes poking out that are just glowing.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And then you see tendrils of that same black.
That is disgusting.
And you see Bill and Max's mom looking up in horror. And Bill.
So it's coming down?
Well, it's just big.
Oh, it's just...
They're just like
wow.
looking up at it. It's just, it's rolling over. No, it's not rolling. It's stomping on its little black legs.
See, I want you to know, I'm imagining Garrett Bobby Ferguson from Regular Show.
Hang on.
No, there's no way you don't know Garrett Bobby Ferguson,
I'm sure
GBF.
I'm sure I will the moment I see.
One of the first episodes.
Do you remember when he grows his legs and arms? He has the little legs and the little arms.
Yeah.
Let's go with this.
Let's go with that. Let's go with it's Garrett Bobby Ferguson, but just like a silhouette, just a phantom black
God.
Garrett Bobby
no.
Ferguson. And you see those tendrils start reaching out towards Bill and Max's mom, and then
I go to Ian and I go, you see that? It's something else with tendrils.
Tendrils?
Yeah, like the first thing in Sophie's trauma thing. It also had tendrils, remember?
I guess, yeah.
no, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. They'd reach out and it would touch the children.
Yeah, with hands.
Maybe
arms.
it was an arm.
But I thought they were
The
like
long
tendril
arm.
arms.
Was
But
long.
they were like noodly.
Same thing.
Even if you could see it.
Yeah, tendrils start reaching out, and Bill grabs Max's mom's hand. And what's her name? You never gave me that information.
Wife.
Eileen. How's that?
That's cute.
All right, cool. So Bill grabs Eileen's hand, and they start running, and you like see them move a little bit until a tendril reaches out and trips both of them, and starts pulling them in closer and closer to this creature. And it wraps them up, and then Bill starts struggling and trying to get free, and he gets out, but he thought he grabbed Eileen with him, and she was still wrapped up in that tendril. and it keeps pulling her in until all of a sudden you just see it pull her straight into basically into the void that this creature is. And she's gone. Bill starts running again and he starts screaming and you hear him say, "I thought I did it this time. Fuck." And then you hear footsteps coming from behind you and basically walk.
I turn behind me.
And running from right past you is a familiar face as you see Luna running up towards this creature. And you see her pull out a sword that has runes.
Oh, that's hot.
That are lining the blade.
She knows her stuff.
And she slices into one of these tendrils and it slices off. And then the void creature starts moving towards her as she starts running deeper into the forest, bringing it with her. And that is where the memory loops.
Okay.
Okay, so Luna came and she was able to fight off the monster, right?
With that sword.
I saw her, yeah.
Yep.
So maybe you can try to see if you can get Max's parents out of the woods while I see if I can get Luna here quicker to see if either of those could change the ending.
Maybe you could try to. Can you try and give her thoughts or enter her mind?
Can you fly?
If you could just fly her over here.
Off the ground.
My first idea was going to be that the creature just starts mauling Max's mom, and I was just going to describe it as Ian just hearing.
I don't think there's any way for me to get inside of Luna's mind, especially since we're definitely on different planes of existence right now. But I mean, I could try to trap the monster or hold it in place for a little bit, but
Yeah, try that. Try anything.
did you see where it kind of came from?
Did I?
It just comes out from the woods in the clearing.
Okay, so maybe for this next loop, I'll stand over there. I'll try to hold it off as much as possible, and then you try and get them out.
Yeah, I have an idea. This is like dense forest, right?
You're kind of in a bit of a clearing from the dense forest, but
I'll just go the long way, and then I'll just I'll use my AP knife, and then I'll just put it in the grass, and then I'll write "run" in front of them.
We can't physically interact with them at all, right? Like if we push them.
But I did the thing with the glass,
and Jared corralled children before.
I
He
did.
did push them.
and I also breathed on glass, and then wrote on glass.
Yeah, but I mean like the people, like you can push them.
Okay, then I carve "run" in the grass, and then I give them a shove in that direction. I do both.
Okay, this is going to be 2 rolls then.
Okay,
So,
that's twice the chance to level up.
well, a roll for you and a roll for Sam.
Oh,
You get 1 roll.
Okay.
Yours is basically just going to be, I guess, a manipulate someone, but I don't feel like it should use charm. So I might go off book a
No,
little bit
I'm sure
here.
I would just use cool.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like in this case, it's a manipulate someone with plus cool, which is off book and insane to do, but I'm the god here.
Okay, then first I'm gonna write on the grass "run." Do they see that?
Doug, just roll. You're not going to get 2 rolls out of this.
6.
So,
Right, Ron.
Who's Ron?
you write Ron in the grass.
What if you use
Or like the wind blows and then some of the dirt gets covered up.
Yeah.
he uses lowercase letters, so it's like
Run.
Yeah, that's a failure. Mark your XP.
Yep.
Your handwriting's really bad. And then
With my knife.
when you go to push them, they're just like, whoa, windy day. And then they just walk over the run sign because they don't see it.
Ron's.
The Ron sign. Ian, do you want to roll for trapping the monster as you hear the stomps getting closer?
Yes. Plus my weird 9.
You get to choose a glitch, and I will tell you how it happens.
I guess it's of short duration.
So you hear the monster coming, and right when you see it approach, you try to channel the same magic that you've been using to trap the snakes, and you see it freeze for a moment, but you feel your hold on it weakening really fast as Max's parents are both walking closer and closer towards this area, and you still don't see Luna coming.
Okay. Harvester, I can't hold this for long. You have to find Luna.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get Luna. I run towards the direction Luna came from.
Pump
Okay.
them arms.
What is she doing that made her show up late in the first place? Is she just far away, like doing nothing?
Sign that said Ron.
Yeah, there was a sign that said Ron, and she was like, "Huh?" I mean, yeah, no, she's just far away. She's like been hunting this monster. I think you see her with like a bunch of traps set up somewhere else, and she's like, fuck, as she's running that way.
Oh, crazy.
So she was preparing for this hunt, and then it went somewhere else.
Okay. I had a dumb idea, but it's not going to work.
Well, what is it?
I was like, well, clearly if she's not getting there fast enough, she just needs new shoes. So what if I take my shoes off and leave them in plain sight to increase her running speed?
You got the shoes. You
Crazy.
give her the new running shoes instead of the old ones, so that there's unlimited duration for running.
But like, if she's already running this direction, how do I make her run faster? Besides strapping like a bomb to her back so it blows her forwards.
Man, if only someone could fly.
Steroids.
I
don't know.
inject her with steroids.
Adderall.
And you might have to kill them. We might have to do a hard reset here.
So
What, you're not gonna try anything?
I can't think of any. She's already running in this direction. How do I make her run faster?
Pick them up. Run faster.
oh, I have plenty of ideas, but it's not my game.
Do you have
Maybe-
any? Do you have anything? Do you have any ideas that
Can
I
you-
could do?
Can you? You think you could try to redirect the Max's parents again, or?
But I'm farther away now, which is why I feel like I should just kill them so I'm closer. I remember I ran towards Luna. You're closer to them than I am right now.
All right, Harvester, is this a reset?
So
I imagine we can't say that to each other. So can you just be like, as Harvester's running towards Luna, he hears,
yeah. So as Harvester's running towards Luna, you hear no, and then you just hear like grabbing of grass, and then which is the sound of her getting sucked into the orb. Bloom. And you're back.
All right, boys, let's run this back. Let's do this one more time.
all right, boys, where we dropping? All right, new idea. How about you try and distract or try and change the route of the mom and the dad of Bill and his wife?
What if I just hold them in place?
Oh, that's a good idea. You can hold them in place and then we could like push them somewhere else. We can push them closer to Luna.
I don't understand the reactions.
No, that's just really funny. That just felt like Patrick. What if we
That's what I was
take the
thinking
town
about.
and we push it?
Because if they're frozen, they can't resist.
Max's parents are dying over and over.
What does bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature mean?
Sorry, I wanted a picture of Noah just strolling on his phone while Max's parents are dying. So like you could like, in Supernatural when they like put the salt ring and then demons can't enter the building, or like in SpongeBob. So you could like you could stop them from entering a building, or you could like if there's like a portal that they could walk through, you could like be like, no, you don't walk through that portal.
Oh, well, I'm not doing that.
You should summon a monster.
I think you should fly Luna
Godzilla
over
versus King Kong. Okay, any chance? So is Luna? There's no reality where Luna gets there in time ever. Like, is she
There-
just that far
no,
away?
there
here. You could
is.
fly her over there if you gave her a push.
There is, but you'd have to do things that are like not give her steroids. It would probably involve magic.
It says I can do thing that is beyond human limitations, but I can't make someone else
I think you
faster. Really?
Yeah, because I don't care.
Okay. Luna, you shall become faster. That's what I will do. Harvester. So
What's the plan?
I still want you to try and redirect.
All right, new loop. Go on.
I still want you to try and redirect Max's parents somewhere, but I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try and get Luna here quicker and make her run faster.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I have an idea. They're walking in a direction, right?
Yes.
I am going to break twigs behind them.
Twigs and rocks. Throw a rock.
Well, my first idea was like, maybe I just trip one of them so then they have to stay at that station for X amount of time. But now if I just break twigs, they'll probably be like, and then stay further away from the monster for X amount of time.
But if you break twigs behind them, what are you?
Is that they'll stop and be like,
Oh, okay.
And then I'll break more things, and they'll be like, "What was that?" And then maybe go over there.
Roll use magic, Ian.
12.
Oh,
Got that.
I'm not cutting that. That's staying in. Pull up the harvester moan after the crit success.
Just start clipping it into different things. Just
So you're like channeling magic to make her run faster, and you see her shoes clean up and they look nice and new.
She's got brand new Jordans.
And she's got brand new Jordans, and she starts running a bit faster. And Harvester, you're just trying to break twigs.
So you're doing your part, Harvester.
first of all, when the next time we see Luna, can she be wearing like dirty Jordans?
You just keep saying Jordans like they're meant for running.
I don't know. Sam said Jordans. And we've
Is that Drake?
So, yeah, Jordans are not meant for running, but it's okay because she has new Jordans.
But now they're new, so
So they're good.
But they cost more money, so they make you go faster. That's how it works in the
she's
shoe
jumping the whole
world.
way there.
All right, what am I adding to this?
You're rolling?
Oh yeah, I break twigs real good then.
No, you can roll.
No,
he's too weak to break the twigs, and
or the twigs are just really big.
You can roll. Roll
Okay.
for break twig.
What do you want me to add to this? Like kick some ass? Show those twigs who's boss.
Roll plus cool.
Okay. 11.
great success.
You full success. You do what you set out to. You snap a twig.
I snap a bunch of twigs.
And when all those twigs snap, you just see Bill and Eileen just turn around and go, whoa,
And then I snap more twigs.
what's out there?
And then they start walking in that direction.
Yeah, they do. So they start walking towards you, which is behind them. And they're like, maybe there's a little bunny, a night bunny.
Oh, are they like on a date?
Duh.
Oh, I see.
They're like,
I just wanted to make sure because I was like, there's no way they're hunting this thing. And then that's what brings Bill into the hunting world.
oh, yeah, no, they're not here to hunt.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, they're on a date. This is why we had
Okay.
to see, because I was like, oh, maybe there's like, oh, maybe the monster's over there. But you said, oh, maybe there's a cute bunny, which made me
Yeah.
think that they're on a date now.
Yeah,
this
no,
really
'cause-
sucks.
Because if you recall, Bill said, I think to you guys, or he said it in his head real good, that he got into hunting after Max's mom died.
Yeah.
Because he was found by a hunter, which you now are seeing in the dream is
Wow.
Luna.
See, this is why we had to
It's
watch
like-
the trauma.
It's like it
Bill's-
all comes together.
Bill's wife dies, and then another woman just immediately comes in.
I think it was all planned.
She shows up and catches Max's mom.
Yeah, actually, you run over to Luna and you see her casually waiting right next to the monster until Bill's mom or Bill's wife,
Bill's mom wife.
until Bill's mom wife dies so that she could show up.
Oh
But
god.
anyway, they're on a date. I imagine that because I'm breaking twigs, they're like maybe standing right in front of me, and I get a good look at Eileen's face and also Bill's face. Does Bill's face look young and happy?
It does, and you notice he has two whole eyes
Whoa!
and like none of the scarring on his face and body.
cool.
Did he not have two eyes?
I forgot to.
Pretty sure I said he had an eye patch
I feel like I remember that now, but
because he
I
also is like
forgot
covered
that.
in scars because of
Huh.
what he can do.
Eye patch.
Wait,
All right.
he should have had two eyes when you to come over.
He just takes the eye patch off.
What's Luna doing right now? Is she there yet? Do I need to do more distractions, basically?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So I think the monster comes and Luna shows up and starts fighting it.
Perfect. Dream over.
He's right.
I guess he's right. Yeah. So I think they start running and like, because they're running in the direction of you, Harvester, I think you hear Bill mutter under his breath, oh, thank God. And then you guys wake up back in the other dream world.
Yeah.
Dream World Prime.
Back in
Yes.
Bill's thingy.
Yeah. Back in Bill's trailer.
Okay.
And you see Bill open his eyes and he just goes, oh, Jesus Christ. And then he starts fading away.
Now we're just there in his trailer with nothing.
I emerge from a portal in the floor, and immediately,
Do you go like head first?
yeah, I go head first. I go,
This guy's always got some theatrics going on.
What guy?
That one.
Hello. You must be Harvester. I have no time for introductions. I need the kid.
Sorry, not yet.
You guys know each other?
What do you want from me?
This is the harvester. This is the guy that's the evil one. That's the evil one.
The evil one.
The one that's
really
doing this. The one that does it.
This moment where you're like adding context for each other, but I seriously like this is the longest 5 to 10 minutes I've ever given in my life.
I need like 3 more.
Can I read a bad situation?
Yes.
9.
Hold 1.
Okay. Ooh. These are all dookie.
Okay.
What's my best way in that I can maybe think of to hurt him?
That's the wrong
That's the
question.
only question I can ask.
What's vulnerable to me or whatever that one is?
But that's what's vulnerable to me. That doesn't give me anything.
No, like what can you do to hurt it?
How's vulnerable to me?
If you're trying to ask how to hurt him, that's what's most vulnerable to me.
I noticed that third eye on his forehead. I noticed it real good.
Are you TMing?
I noticed that indigo eye.
There isn't one.
But then how would I see it?
You just made it.
You just told me that it's his eye.
Jared, in this world, my being in this world does not have a third
It's
eye.
it's
How would I
homeless
know that?
Aiden.
Was the
Remember?
information that you just gave me canon or no?
It's homeless Aiden in this one. Remember? It's like
homeless Aiden.
it's the hoodie.
Yeah.
Literally picture what I'm wearing right now, but it's blue jeans.
How do those joints look?
My joints
Stable?
are nice, thick and stable.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, but you don't like that. You want a little bit.
Gotta take the joints out, you know?
Jared, what are you trying to accomplish here?
Well, I need another question because I rolled a bad situation.
Are you trying to ask what's most vulnerable to you?
I don't need to know what's vulnerable to me. It's my body.
No, Jared. It's like what?
What is most vulnerable to you?
Oh, that I can see?
Yeah. Like,
Okay, yeah, that one.
There are no visible weaknesses on this man in this world.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the information I learn.
In this world, huh?
Information?
Harvester.
It is information.
I don't think we can get him here.
Okay, I've had enough of this.
Have you tried to hurt him here?
I don't think it's worth it. I mean, like, okay, he's up there now.
No, I start snapping like
Oh.
I'm like this, and a string falls back in through and faces through the ceiling and wraps around Liam's neck. Liam's eyes go completely blank, and I start to pull him slowly closer towards me.
Cut the wire! Cut the wire!
That doesn't work. Remember?
No, it doesn't work for me. Try it with you.
You guys really thought that cutting it was going to do anything?
You're different. You're different. Try.
Oh my god.
All right, listen. I'm going to have to get out of here now because I told you guys 5 to 10 minutes and you guys got lucky that my food burnt in the microwave. Had to clean it up. And now we're here.
I shoot him in the face.
A portal appears directly in front of my face and goes, pew!
Whoa, wait. I thought I was going to roll for that.
Could if you want. Go ahead.
I feel it can be fair for me if I roll.
Roll.
Harvester,
Let's
I don't
kick some
want
ass.
my brother to die, so please be careful.
Oh, well.
I might want to take a deep breath and think about this.
7.
Don't kill him before I don't have a turn to do anything. Please don't.
You shoot the third eye,
Okay.
and the bullet goes through him.
Okay.
And then you see him step out of the way for a second, and you see that behind him there is a portal, and you are actually seeing Max sit in his car.
Okay.
And
That's really cool.
Max, you just hear a whizzing, and then your arm gets cut, and then you see like a hole in the side of your passenger side door. You take 1 harm.
Ow.
That's so cool.
Wait, do I turn and just see Harvester pointing a gun at me?
Yeah. Can I throw my gun through that portal?
Well, what for?
Yeah, roll act under pressure.
Oh my god, yes. Because then we have connection somehow.
Jared, say hello to the coolest part of what me and Aiden have planned out this
This is so cool. Guys, I'm so smart. Would you say act under pressure?
Yeah, roll act under pressure to throw the gun in. But yes, Max, you turn, and for a second, instead of a car door, you just see a portal into this weird, like hazy version of Which Way. And you just see Harvester and Ian standing there.
It's the 007 intro where Harvester's sitting at the end of it with a smoking gun, and you just see like the side of my head, and Ian like,
I'm just like, Harvester, what are you doing? What? Is the portal still there?
Well, it's there until this roll's resolved.
Damn.
5, 6, that's 8. Do I want to add anything? I don't feel like I don't have to. 8 is the minimum, but if I add the max, that's 3, which would be 11. But 11 isn't a 12 because 12 gives me cool stuff. But 11, I'll stay with my 8.
But it's you can't just be like it's gonna be an 8. It's gonna succeed either way.
But it could succeed.
But now
better.
I give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price.
Exactly, because if I get like over a 10, then it's better.
Right, which is why you should.
But that would give Aiden a hold too against me later.
Oh, that's what you mean.
So mean.
So I think I'll stay with my 8 for
What,
now.
are you gonna make me swerve and crash my car?
Okay, so
you think I'm unpredictable, but I can predict you.
yeah. So you throw the gun through the portal.
Mhm.
Does another bullet go off?
That wouldn't happen. That would not happen.
That makes no sense, but that's so funny. You just throw it, and then all of a sudden, a bullet goes and hits Max in the arm again.
The other arm, I'm just like, oh god! I'm just driving with my knees. You're like, ow! Well, okay, what kind of gun is it?
Good question.
What do I have here?
Bro's throwing a sniper like a spear.
I know. It just It was like a rifle. It just goes through my window, my other window out of the car.
It just says pistol here.
Oh, so it's a handgun.
Yeah.
It just goes through the window. And
Did you think I was throwing like a rifle through the portal?
That's actually really funny. It goes through the portal and then it just smashes the window of the car and keeps going.
But yeah, it's just a regular pistol.
All right, so that's what happens. Yeah, you throw it through the portal, you see it smash the window, and then just keep flying out the car, and then
No, that would not happen.
Yeah, it is.
How would that happen?
Well, because
I'm not that strong.
Look, it wouldn't have the momentum of like it already being in the car. So when I'm like taking a turn,
yeah, that means this is Portal.
Jared, you
This
don't
is the
know
same
what your
physics as Portal.
capabilities are in this world.
That is the excuse. Are we making up right now?
Shut up and throw the gun through the window.
Fine. You hit Noah in the head and he swerves and crashes the van.
damn it!
Fine. My bad.
How far can I
Trying to make it easier for you guys and not practice.
Yeah,
can I
my
roll
bad.
for how far I got?
Yeah, roll for how far you got. Roll for act under pressure.
Act under pressure, you say?
You read about this sort of thing.
Wait, Sam still has to do a thing.
Yeah, this is resolving the one action,
There
Jared.
is so much happening.
There's so many
Jesus
reactions to my
fucking
one
Christ.
action.
Shot me and then threw a gun.
Guess what? I got 12.
All right. You're pretty close to campus as you crash into.
Excuse me.
A mailbox.
I have an advanced act under pressure.
You made it to campus. You crashed
Yes.
into the. You,
I crashed
Body
into
flies
Ian's
up 3 floors.
Oh yeah. How's Harvester's body doing in the back?
no, you left him at. Yes, you did.
What? I swear I put him back in the van.
You said that you.
You were going to bring everyone back to Bill's trailer.
Because then Luna was like, "I'll watch over him while you're
Yeah.
gone."
Right. Okay. Damn.
So, you crash into the parking garage.
You parked perfectly.
But it's a perfect parking job. It's just that you crash
Directly
in.
within the lines.
Yeah, it's directly within the lines, but the front end is just smashed in. It's completely
You
flattened.
won't get posted on Which Way Wisconsin bad parking.
So, the portal then closes. Back to what Sam was trying to do.
Question. So within the same turn, so if I were to summon a monster, would it
No, I love this. Keep going.
would it already know what to do if I will it, or would I have to do a separate turn to communicate with something that's not in my language to
Good question. Good question.
do that?
Depends on what you're summoning.
Something evil.
If it's evil, then I
don't
don't
know.
think it's just going to do your bidding.
I don't know. Something.
Just fucking uppercut Sam.
I don't know. I just want something to distract that one. So like I would probably like ghost uncle. Imagine. How
I
stupid
summoned
that
my ex-wife.
Fucking dishes.
Oh my god.
Sam, while you're doing a think, I talk to Third Eye.
What the hell is he thinking about?
And I go,
I point to Ian.
nice, idiot. Now you can make portals out of here?
Yeah. This is kind of the whole point is that this is like
I lunge at him while he's talking. I'm making a lot of actions.
Bro kicks some ass.
I see where the thought process is going.
I was going to say I use a luck to make it work perfectly, but that's so close to a 12. It's 11.
You want to choose your effect?
Yeah. What do I? Oh, Sam's doing a thing. What are my options, Keeper?
You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm, or you force them where you want them. Now, there's really only one option.
Yeah, I was thinking, what is the one that makes the most sense? Because you would know. And then you can just, besides like +1 forward to another hunter, maybe, or myself.
Is that what you choose?
I figured that would be the only one I could do because I'd like to assume that I know, even though I don't know yet, I know Jared that I can't hurt him here.
Right.
So I can't inflict terrible harm, but I like to. Can I touch him here or no? That's basically the goal I'm trying to figure out.
You fly right through him.
Okay, so I fly right through him. Then as I fly right through him, can I be in an advantageous spot? So I guess I give myself another +1 forwards.
Sure.
What are my other options?
I was gonna say you could give +1 forward to what Sam's doing now.
Yeah, I thought about that.
And like you could like distract him.
Because I'll give +1 forward to Sam.
Okay. So yeah, you distract the third eye while
by
Sam,
flying through him. When I fly through him, can I perfectly land on my back as I'm distracting you and then try and sweep your legs?
On your back?
Yeah, because now I've fallen, I've lunged forward.
My spine.
I've lunged forward, but I landed perfectly because this was all planned.
You went out perfectly on your spine.
No, I land on my front. I land on my stomach. But then I flip over on the ground and I try and sweep his legs in one motion. Yes, no, sure, whatever helps you.
Okay, so you land on your tummy
and I sweep his legs, which I know isn't going to work.
Oh, my legs.
When he says, "Oh, my legs," he's looking at you, which gives Ian time to.
Can I first do my last hold on my read event situation?
Yes.
Sorry.
Dang, that cool transition and everything.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what do you want to ask?
Am I allowed to ask the what's most vulnerable to me?
The string around Liam's neck. It is still currently in its tying phase.
It's tying phase.
Wrapping around his neck.
It's yeah.
And the goal was to try and cut it.
My natural attacks. What the fuck is life drain? Is that only for people or monsters, or could that be extensions of monsters, like whatever the string is or something? Or should I just?
You're gonna try and drain the energy from the string?
I don't know.
That's a good idea.
That sounds cool as hell.
That does.
If that works.
Roll for that.
Because you're already juiced up anyway.
Freaking juice, dude.
But you're not using the juice.
My juice is in jars.
What the hell?
It's stored away. Is that Drake? 10.
I'm keeping Sam asking, "Is that Drake?"
Because last night, what were you singing?
I was singing "Lucid Dreams" by Juice WRLD.
And I go, "Is that Drake?"
You're doing life drain.
Yeah.
You use your claws, which is 2 harm, and then you have life drain, which is 1 harm, so it's 3 harm total. And it's life drain, which means it heals you for that much.
Oh.
So that's how that works.
Okay.
Except you're getting the juice.
Yeah. So you see the string still coming down and wrapping around Liam's neck, and you go and you run your claws through it, your fingers, but like you channel energy into them. And when you feel yourself grab the string and you actually get a physical hold on it, and you feel energy basically entering into you. It's almost like you're being charged right now. If you had any harm, I don't think you did right now.
I got no harmed.
Okay, then you don't actually heal, but you do feel yourself being re-energized. And then you get a hold of the string and you like are clawing into it and it yanks it out from under Liam's neck. And you see the string start to flicker away.
Okay, so it's like fading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Ian like visibly juiced up right now?
Bro's got an aura.
Yeah, you have like an aura, a ghostly aura about you.
Then on the ground, after trying to sweep third eye, I'm like, no. I was like,
no.
I was gonna say something dramatic. I was gonna be like, Ian, touch him, or like punch him, or like he's distracted, get him.
I guess I'll try to do the same thing. I guess just like swat at him with my
Roll
Oh my
kick
god,
some
yes.
ass.
Oh my god, yes.
Kick some ass instead of
Oh my
magic.
god, we're gonna
Yep.
get out of here. Oh my god,
How tough am I?
I
we're gonna
imagine.
get out of here. Max, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get my gun back.
I'm not. Oh my god. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. 12.
Oh,
Enough! Stop moaning. Jarvis enhance.
We should clip that, and anytime anyone gets a crit in the next season, just do that.
that's the sound for the soundboard.
Nat 20, and it's just Jerry going, oh! All right. So you don't have advanced kick some ass, right?
Nope.
On a 10 plus, choose one extra effect.
I think you should try and inflict terrible harm.
Inflict terrible harm.
Oh yes, Sam, we're getting out of here. If you're thinking what I'm
I'm
thinking,
not taking you with me if you keep moaning.
You start reaching out and you claw at the third eye and you make contact and you basically cut into his shoulder.
we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here, boys.
I jump back in shock and start flailing wildly, but you notice that while I can grip my hand onto your shoulder, my hand still phases through Harvester's. The string around Liam's neck starts to slowly fade away, and you notice that his eyes come back they stop being all faded out and they're normal eyes again.
Whoa, I have normal eyes again.
In a panic, despite not having him under my possession, I grip Liam by his shirt, open a portal underneath our feet, and go,
This is the last you're going to see of me.
and I fall through with Liam.
Okay, Ian shoots himself in the head. The end.
As God, I have a question.
What a crazy statement.
So if you jumped back, were you like next to Harvester?
I imagine that he like stumbled through my body.
Which is what I imagined as well.
Yeah.
So would Harvester also fall into this portal?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh God, Harvester's getting his wish, I guess.
When you fall through this portal, you kind of see it as like I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. You know how like in Into the Spider-Verse, they have like that portal world?
yeah.
You don't see
Yeah.
us in it, but you see yourself flowing through it. And eventually you fall on your back flat and you are in what can only be described as, and don't freak out, Noah, a giant cave. But in this giant cave is something that you are almost disgusted to see.
Bugs?
Sitting atop, yeah, Buzz.
Oh,
At the bottom of this cave is a pile of bodies. You can only make it out to be maybe 1,000 to 2,000 bodies.
damn, I'm good at math.
That's a lot. Harvester's like
2,000.
1,000 to 2,000 bodies. And at the bottom of the bodies, you notice that there are a collection of knights with the hunter insignia across their chest plate.
Oh,
And as the bodies pile higher, you notice a 1920s detective with a badge that has the hunter's insignia on it.
That's too big a jump. Don't forget about the cowboys.
Cowboys, there are cowboys with belts, and their belts are big, and guess what they have on them? Cows. And on their vests, on their vest is the hunter's insignia. And sitting atop that pile of bodies, I am sitting exactly how you see me sitting right now, my leg crossed over my own, and I am sitting above you watching with my little fingers touching each other, and sitting directly next to me, I have Liam. Liam, incapable of moving because at this point, I have already put another string on him. No, he doesn't have a string on him. He's just, I'm trying to think of a way I have him like trapped somehow.
So you see Liam trapped with some of the bodies basically grabbing his ankles and his arms, making him stuck on the pile.
all right. Then as I see him up there and see Liam in this situation, I stand up, dust myself off. Am I covered in like blood and gore and guts and stuff?
You are covered in
Ew.
blood and gore and guts of the men that I've killed.
That's a
And
lot
women.
of old blood.
And
Yep,
non-binaries.
you got it. Yep. Got to keep it diverse. Yeah,
I
good
kill
catch.
all kinds of people.
As I stand up and try and brush as much disgusting stuff off of me and my beautiful trench coat, which is fireproof. It is fireproof. I go, I don't know where I am, but I want you to know I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Classic.
You know, I have to break it to you. It's actually like the complete opposite of that. You are in fact trapped in here with me, and I am not trapped in here with you.
We'll see.
No, we don't.
Smart.
There's not much to see. You are literally just in that current state. You are actually trapped in here with me.
I'll get out.
I had no intentions of having you brought here with me, and I think honestly that it's pretty much pissing me off that you somehow fell into this with me.
Well, you'll have to leave eventually. When you do, I'll be right behind you.
Right behind me is crazy. That just means that I'm always farther ahead than you. Doesn't that imply that?
Yeah, but unlike you, I got friends.
Okay.
The ego, like
No more. Look, I don't know how to break this to you, but
Can I like sit down in the blood and guts again, I guess?
oh,
All right.
perfect.
Now we're both comfortable.
Perfect. Get comfortable. You can either get comfortable or you can just join them. Them being, you know.
And I motion to the pile of bodies around me and say,
You have your little hunter insignia on you. I like to start a collection of them.
I see that, but I'm not like the other ones. First of all, I'm not one of them. I'm better, and I'm still alive.
How do I break this to you? The other two. What are your little friends called again? Your besties, that
Max and Ian?
Max and Ian. Those two are the ones I'm worried about. But you are like a fly, just buzzing around this world that I have crafted meticulously to be under my control, to be perfect. And yet here you are just buzzing around it, chucking shit nonstop. I don't know how I have to drill it into your head to tell you that you are one thing to me and one thing to me only. You are irrelevant. You are nothing. I want you to know that, because maybe, just maybe, if I tell you that, then you can just lay flat on your back like you have all your life and accept that you have no place in this world besides this pile of bodies.
No place. I want you to know you're not on my radar. You're not a problem for me. And because of the things you've said and the things that you've said to Max, I assume that in your world, you're also a little pipsqueak. So that means that you're nothing to other people, which means that you're nothing to me.
This is literally my world. You know that, right?
Okay.
I don't think I have to explain that any further. Your body is literally phasing through me. Just because your little buddy back there finally grew a pair and decided to scratch me one time doesn't mean anything to me. So you know what? This is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to do you a favor, Harvester, and give you a choice. You can either stand down and join me here in this wonderful little room, or I'll send you back to Ian and you guys can die together.
Just send me back.
Just send you back, yeah. Because right now, Ian just witnessed his brother get taken into a portal with someone that they have also fought the past, 3 little strings that I've set up, 2 little strings that I've set up. I'm losing count at this point. Just because you got the first 2 doesn't mean anything to me, okay? Because what matters is that I gesture over to Liam, within my possession still have this little guy. So I'll send you back. You guys can say your goodbyes to each other, do whatever you will with this information. But as long as I still have this guy, oh wait, I still have one more too. I forgot about that. Maybe I should keep an eye on him.
One more who?
Actually, I don't have to tell you that. That's the best part. I've got one more, including this little guy. I've got 2. So
Can I investigate a mystery?
If you're just trying to figure out who it is, you know.
No, I'm not.
Okay, then yeah, roll.
I'm bigger brain than that. Because, like, is this full of, I imagine it's like full of gore and water and like blood and stuff.
Yes.
So he can't see the bottom of most things sometimes.
Right.
But yeah, I'd like to imagine that during the conversation, I'm trying to find anything. I got a 10.
Hold 2. I guess it would just be what is being concealed here.
Yeah.
You, Harvester,
Yes.
don't find anything
Okay.
except whatever you can imagine right now. So I'm now asking you
Yeah.
to design your weapon
Yeah.
that you find.
Yeah.
Out of Harvester's imagination, whatever he would be thinking is the weapon he needs right now is
Yeah.
the weapon you will find.
Okay. Then.
So here are all of the tags. We'll choose the damage tag together based on whatever you choose. But those are all the gear tags and what they do. I want you to design your weapon.
do I decide the harm or would you decide the harm?
We'll talk the harm after you choose tags and like what it does as a weapon. So if you're like, it's a spear that explodes and shoots laser rays, I might be like, okay, then that's going to be 2 harm. or something. I don't know.
What about a gun that shoots nuclear missiles?
Well, I already know what I want in my head. This kind of works. Is it just like a weapon and then one tag?
Why don't we do this?
Yeah.
You can choose up to 3 tags, but for each tag after the first, it'll take 1 damage away.
Oh,
So like if you do like 1 tag, it'll be 3 damage. If you do 2 tags, it'll be 2 damage. And if you do 1 tag, it'll be 1 damage.
then
If you do 3 tags, it'll be 1 damage.
then yeah, I know exactly what I want.
Okay.
Methinks. Do I say it?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Can I get a spear that can reload and that can nullify magic? But the tag is magic.
So
but it
when you
has a
say
magical
reload, I'm
effect.
assuming when you throw it, it comes back to your hand.
Yes.
Okay. So you find a spear that all along that girthy shaft. Well, why don't you describe what it looks like as well? This is your weapon. It's not just the damage that you designed. It's your weapon.
Okay. Then because I don't know what it's there for. I know I told you it before, but I don't know what this motif of indigo does. But
No. Sorry. To be clear,
yes.
Harvester is designing this weapon as well.
Yes.
Like this isn't just there you find it. Basically, you
No, I
imagine
totally get it.
Okay, cool.
Because like I know that you got indigo from me. Did you not?
No.
No. Really? I feel like there was something early on in character design where I was like something with indigo or like favorite color and then indigo.
Oh,
Because indigo
possibly.
is incredibly such a specific color and it's my favorite color as Jared Burgess.
It is.
The spear that Harvester makes is an indigo spear. And I would like the tip of it to be silver, like
Okay.
the inside of it to be silver, but like the out sharp part that you'd sharpen with the whetstone is black.
Okay.
And because I got to keep with the trench coat motif, the spear does not have its own trench coat. It has like a little wrapping around it. That's metaphorically like Harvester's trench coat.
Or you could literally make the wrapping the same material of the because you had your thing be encased with the chitin, right?
Yeah.
So
So
you could.
would the spear also be fireproof? I feel like it doesn't have to be or need to be.
That's fine. I don't care. It can be.
Sure.
I feel like fireproof is not like that powerful of a thing, but it's neat.
Yeah.
And it could come in handy.
Yeah.
So I think it's wrapped in this leather that is fireproof, essentially.
Okay.
But you also see like etched into the leather is a bunch of runes that give it that magic. So the 2 tags you chose were reload
And magic.
and magic.
But the magic is that it nullifies magic.
Reload does not do what you think it does. So I'm going to see if there's another tag for it or it just does that thing.
That can also be part of magic, I guess. But that can just be 2 tags as the 1 tag. I saw small weapons on there too, but that wouldn't make sense, methinks.
No, I think we're just going to say it does that thing.
Okay.
But so with that, it also does 2 harm.
Okay, that's fine.
So also with that, your tags are either for range, it's either going to be probably hand or it's going to be long, depending on if you throw it. Not that range like really matters to me ever.
Yeah.
But just to say it. So you find that.
Unaware of what Harvester has manifested in his hands, I go,
You can make my decision for me, whatever.
I'm looking directly up into the air at this point to reinforce again that I don't know that he has this weapon. And I snap my fingers. A portal opens up from beneath him, and he falls directly in front of Ian face first. But
I just wanted to stop you guys before we do another scene with both of you, because I want to jump to Max and we will do our next scene with you two probably next episode because we're kind of running out of time.
Perfect, because I got it right.
When I crashed my car, did I take another harm?
No.
Okay.
But your car is damaged.
Okay.
That's the punishment for crashing.
Right. I'm going to get out of my car and just run up to Ian's room. Is the door locked?
Sean opens the door.
Oh, God. This scene had to take place at some point.
Just Sean and Max in a room. All right. Yeah. So the door is locked and you knock, and then Sean opens the door and goes, Max, get in here. And he pulls you in real quick, closes the door immediately.
What's wrong?
You look into the room and you see Ian asleep, but more importantly, you see Liam on the floor asleep.
Wait, Liam's back? What?
And Sean's like, I don't know what happened. He just showed up last night. Like Ian was already asleep. I tried to wake Ian up and he didn't wake up and I was trying to get him. And Liam's just here and then he collapsed. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, this is not good. Hey, this is going to sound really weird. Can you help me bring them down to my van?
What?
Look, they need help and I know someone who can help them.
Roll manipulate someone.
Yeah. 13.
Holy shit. He salutes you and goes, aye, aye, Captain. No.
Wait, hold on. I want to see what's the benefits for advanced manipulate someone.
They become your ally for the rest of the mystery. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So
Sean joins the crew.
Sean becomes your ally, and or if you do enough for them, permanently.
Oh my God.
So you say, can you help me? And he goes, this is the same thing as those snakes, isn't it?
A bit worse this time, I fear. But
Fuck.
you don't have to be a part of it. Just
Whatever you need.
Okay.
I'm in. I'm going to get any of those fuckers.
Okay. I think it's just one this time, but I just need help for right now, bringing them down to my van.
He fireman carries Liam down.
All right. I fireman carry Ian down.
It's like the middle of the day, no?
Probably, yeah. Campus security is no problem.
They know Max and his antics.
You know, Max crashing into the garage again. Man, too bad my van crashed. Good thing I have a recently deceased father figure that I can take his living place.
You have a whole house and business.
Yes.
So okay. So he loads him into the van.
Yep.
And just goes, where are we headed?
I guess you can. All right. Yeah. Hop in the seat. Just don't worry about it. We're going to the woods. But a different part of the woods. A different part. I promise.
Wherever that fucker is, I'll kill him.
Got it.
And he hops in the passenger seat and he's like, you got weapons?
I mean, not really multiple. I've got like, here, you know what? You can take my knuckles.
You pull your bones out and hand them to him.
You know what I mean.
I know.
And then I drive
right.
to my father's residence.
Okay.
I tell him to help me carry them into the I don't know, it's a trailer. That's what it's called.
All right. So you both carry them in, and when you walk into the trailer, you see Luna talking to your dad, and he's still chained up, and he's just like, come on, it's like it's done now, like let me out. And then she's like, I can't until I know for sure. You have to understand that. And then you walk in and she's like, oh, Max, your dad's awake, I think.
Oh, that's good. Is he using his voice? Is it him again, or?
Yeah, it's and Bill just goes like, Max, I'm sorry if I did anything. That wasn't me.
No, I know. But that guy also did things to like make his third eye go away and also use the voice of the people he's talking to. So,
well, he didn't like you. It was clearly like a facsimile.
Oh, okay.
It was a Geo impersonation of me doing Sheriff Payne.
Okay.
It's not like a perfect impression.
Okay. Just, we don't know for sure, but like, possibly soon. So yeah, this is the rest of them. Apparently Liam's back in town, which is confusing and concerning. So yeah, one more down. Anyone want to go with me to get Payne?
I mean, as long as someone's watching these guys here, who's your friend?
One of my friend's roommates.
I'm Sean.
Yeah, his name's Sean.
Nice to meet you, Sean. If you're comfortable with him staying here and watching, then I can go with you to get Sheriff Payne. Yeah,
that'll be fine, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, this is your dad?
Yeah, don't do anything stupid. Just leave him chained up for now. I know that seems suspicious, but just look, dude, you bought into this. I told you didn't have to come.
You just brought him to a trailer in the woods. Told you to leave your dad chained up.
All right, time to drive to Payne.
Okay, you get in your van and you see Luna doing kind of a weapons check as she pulls like 3 swords into the van and like 4 knives. All of them have like runes on them. And then she pulls a gun out.
Did she also dust off her Jordans?
Yeah, she dusts off her Jordans and you see they're really dirty. And you drive to the sheriff's office.
Cool. I'm like, all right, quick warning. He may have a gun or 2 in his mouth.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to call him earlier, and then the 3-eyed guy was there, and he kept saying he was having guns in his mouth. Frankly, I found it impressive that he was holding the phone and 2 guns into his mouth. But just, you know how to like disarm people, right? Not disarm, but like, get rid of their weapons.
I can get rid of his weapons without getting rid of his arms.
Okay.
But what's to stop him from shooting himself in the face the moment we get there?
Disarming him. Okay, I have an idea. What if I go in through the door? He'll probably want to like mock me with words or whatever and say like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna like beat you or whatever," but I'm still alive, so he's really wrong. And then you come in through the window of the sheriff's office.
Am I just gonna smash through?
Yeah.
Is that not gonna bring attention to all of the other officers?
Oh, don't worry. I like. From the past like few months, I'm surprised I'm still not in jail. Like, I am miraculously not in handcuffs to this day.
So, are we relying on the incompetence of the sheriff's office?
Are you still wanted?
I mean, like, I don't see why it wouldn't be. Not the wanted from the call out, the wanted from like, let's see, the breaking and entering, destruction of property.
They don't have any proof of any of that.
That's a really good point, but like, I feel like, they'll figure it out. We're about to break into the sheriff's office, so that's not great. You know what? We'll figure it out as we go. Do you like the window idea, or should we just rush him?
I mean, we definitely shouldn't just rush him. I guess I'll just go through the window, and then we all run through the window and leave, and then we're all fugitives until Sheriff Payne explains it?
Yeah. That works.
Fuck, okay.
I mean, it's worked for a while. Probably. It'll work again, unless he dies, and then we're kind of screwed.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't do that. Okay. I'll sneak around back.
Awesome.
So you walk in the front door and you see, everyone moving as usual. You see the front desk and there's a deputy at the desk, just like moving, pushing papers and stuff like that.
Hey guys, I'm just going to sneak by you. I got to go talk to Payne.
Wait, is the other lady there? Remember
Deputy?
Sheriff Payne and the...
Yeah, sure. Deputy Dakota.
Hey, Deputy Dakota. I'm just here to see Payne.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Kidding me? All right, I'm going to Payne's.
She just goes like, yeah, he's just sleeping in his office right now. You can go on in.
Sleeping.
Sleeping on the
Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go into his office.
Yeah, you go into his office and he's sitting there with 2 guns in his mouth.
Oh, you're finally right here.
Yeah.
Here.
Well,
Let me check these out real quick. Taste of metal is not good.
I
Not
know.
good for the mouth.
Gross.
This guy's probably got like all sorts of diseases now.
I mean,
I know you're not supposed to do it. Roll manipulate someone. But in this case, it's as distraction.
yay. 8?
They'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. We're going to go, no. I guess we could do like, you have to do something more than just talk to be a distraction. If you have something in mind, or I could just give you a worse outcome and make it an act under pressure.
Shit, I don't know what I would do other than talk. That's kind of all Max does. I don't want to lose a second of my 3 father figures. I know what I can do. I can make an appeal to his ego. Can I like make it look like I try to take one of the guns out of his hands?
Sure.
But like, obviously I'm going to fail, but.
Okay, now that that's out of my mouth, and I sit and I point the guns at Max.
Oh, well, I guess I can't really do that very easily.
Well, if you point them at Max, then it's very easy for her to disarm you, no?
Well,
I guess
he
you
didn't know
appealed
that.
to his ego his ego just by sitting there.
Yep.
You've got him in right where you want him.
Yeah, I just exude. Max has the ability to like subconsciously exude an aura of patheticness.
God, you're pathetic.
All right.
So, yeah, and then right when he says that, you hear the smashing of a window. And I think she'd like break one of his arms.
Well,
Because I feel like she'd be like, I don't want him to shoot you either.
yeah, I did preface just not cutting him off.
Yeah, so I think she just like, maybe she smashes through and just takes a baseball bat to his arms.
just like across the elbows. Just
Oh, what the? Oh, great. Now this one's broken.
oh my God.
And then she grabs his arms and puts them behind his back. And she's like, okay, we need to move now.
Yeah, okay. I grab his legs.
I showed no resistance.
All right, and you guys jump out the window and start running.
Back to the van.
I have no idea what you're trying to accomplish with this. I haven't been keeping an eye on you this whole time. So for all I know, like this could mean literally nothing, which knowing your brick brain probably means that it is nothing. But realistically, like what can you like explain to me what you're going to do here at least?
You'd like to know, wouldn't you?
I bet you were real mad when I had those guns in my mouth, huh? You were real mad here. I've got guns in my mouth. Bet you probably hated that.
Look, it was more confusing than anything. Like how, like, are you like, did you like change their larynx? Why is your voice different? I imagine it was just kind of like artificially coming out of them. So you were making the sound like it sounded like you had something in your mouth.
Look, just because I can't do a southern accent doesn't mean that I had a bad impression, all right?
No, that's not
God
what I'm
forbid a
saying.
man try to be funny for once.
God damn
it was a
you.
very serious thing. I had to snap your daddy figure's neck earlier. You think I want to have fun like that? Come on,
I
man.
mean, it seems like you really do.
I really do. I was going to shoot his
Fucking
head.
asshole. Go fuck yourself.
Well, while you're having this argument, Luna just goes, shh, shh, we're trying to get out fast.
Ah, shut up. Okay.
And then roll act under pressure to see if while you're arguing, the fucking deputies notice you running out with Sheriff Payne's broken body.
Another 8.
You are able to make it to your van,
Okay.
but the moment you put Sheriff Payne into the back of your van, I think Luna jumps in back with him and like puts his own handcuffs on him.
Mhm.
You hear the cocking of a gun, and Deputy Dakota is behind you, and she goes, Max, now I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. I tried to let you in out of the kindness of my heart, but you need to stand down or I'm going to shoot you.
Damn. It's question time.
End of session. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The mother?
Max is dead.
Max is dead. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Barely.
I would say
Yes.
no. What?
We know that you have pile bodies.
Yeah, okay.
I think going all through time. I
Yeah.
think that's mighty important.
Yeah. The fact that he is super old.
Is knowing now that Ian is capable of harming the third eye in the dream world something?
That's more new about
That's more Hunter. That's
That's
the
more
next
Hunter.
question. But yeah, I think the fact that you're old as balls.
Yeah.
Ha-
So okay,
Old.
we've answered the 3 then. So that's 3. So 2 yeses, XP. 2.
Wow.
You get 2 XP.
2 XP. I gotta put that in my
I
brain.
just want to preface that Aiden sounded
Level
this
up.
mad because Aiden exported it before realizing we didn't do end the session.
That's true. There is already an exported version of the file without this end of session wrap up. Tragically,
We should have that as bonus content.
no. Thank you all for listening to Every Which Way. as past me said, thank you all for listening to another episode of Every Which Way. You could follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky at eWhich Also, make sure to check out the person who did the album art at BlueJay the Hero on Instagram. And thank you to my brother, Keenan Dyer, for doing the music for the theme song. We are finally back. It was a long hiatus, and I'm sorry for the kind of chaotic record to bring us back, but we are wrapping up this hunt, going into the next hunt, and currently trying to plan things for season 2 as well. So there's a lot going on. Now, that doesn't excuse the hiatus. That was more because of college things. I was wrapping up my final semester, and then obviously with everything going on in the world, I got overwhelmed and just didn't have it in me to work on it. But I'm back. I can't promise that it'll be weekly immediately, but that's my goal, is to get back to the weekly release schedule for at least finishing season 1. And then once season 1 is done, we're going to be looking at probably doing a bi-weekly schedule and then putting more content on our Patreon as well, which will be created soon now that I'm getting back into the swing of things. But no Patreon until I get back into the swing of just editing and uploading the podcast, because that is the more important part. So make sure you follow us everywhere on social media so that you can see when new episodes are coming out. We'll be posting clips and things like that. Sam manages the social media and does a great job, so thank you to them. And if you guys like what you're seeing, please let people know.